On behalf of Ohio's 1,400 dairy farm families, the American Dairy Association Mideast welcomes you to the Dairy Products Building, home of the famous butter cow and calf. Always a favorite and highly anticipated attraction at the Ohio State Fair, the butter cow display has represented popular and positive ideals for more than 60 years. This year is no exception, as the 2024 butter cow display salutes our nation's elite athletes. The display features butter sculptures of 4 life-size athletes, including a track and field para-athlete at the starting line, a gymnast performing a handstand on the balance beam, a high jumper clearing the bar, and a cyclist rounding a curve. And standing proudly next to the sculptures of the athletes are the iconic butter cow and calf.
You might notice that the butter cow and calf are wearing butter medallions because on a dairy farm, they're the MVP. They are the athletes of the dairy farm because they work hard to produce high-quality milk.
Sculptors worked inside a 46-degree cooler for about 375 of the 450 hours it took to complete the display, which was formed from approximately 2,000 pounds of butter donated in part by dairy farmers of America. The sculptors begin by making steel and wooden frames to support the weight of the butter.
It won't stand up for itself in that consistency, so we have to build an armature underneath.
From 55-pound blocks, the butter is layered on the frames. The butter is nice and soft when it starts out.
It comes up to room temperature, then you can grab handfuls of butter and put it on the armatures, spread it around, get what shapes you need, and then when it cools off inside the cooler, then it becomes carvable, and we use tools.
After many hours of molding and smoothing the butter, each sculpture begins to take shape. Fine details are added last. The butter display is sponsored by the American Dairy Association Mideast, who commissions a group of technical sculptors to create the masterpiece. Artists include lead sculptor Paul Brook of Cincinnati, Tammy Burke of Westchester, Aaron Byram of Columbus, Matt Davidson, a dairy farmer from Sydney, and Joe Metzler of Auburn. 5 interns from The Ohio State University also assisted with this year's display. The mural behind the butter display was painted by Ohio artist Ted Hendricks. The butter cow display at the Ohio State Fair attracts more than 500,000 visitors each summer and continues to be one of the most loved traditions at the fair. Most recent butter cow displays honored Ohio's rich history of innovation, the fair's agricultural heritage, and the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. Other butter cow displays have included a tribute to A Christmas Story, a larger-than-life bottle of chocolate milk, the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, a tribute to our state symbols, a salute to the 50th anniversary of the All-Ohio State Fair Youth Choir and its founder, and a tribute to our state capital's bicentennial. Ohio sports teams including the Ohio State Buckeyes, the Cleveland Cavs, the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Columbus Crew have also been honored in butter, as well as several well-known Ohio personalities like Jack Hanna, Bobby Ray Hall, and Dave Thomas, and several historical figures like aviators Orville and Wilbur Wright, and Ohio's U.S. presidents. Many more have paid tribute to the commitment of Ohio's dairy community. the American Dairy Association Mid-East thanks you for visiting the Dairy Products Building and hopes you are as proud of this year's Ohio State Fair butter sculpture display as we are.